Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. I was supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can't say that I do.
Well, he's interested in the Schmidt house down the road. You know, the one that police shut down after the, incident?
I'm not really from around here, senor. I don't know anything about that.
I see. Well...
A realtor with a taste for the sweet things in life is in Whittleton Creek to show a house to Nolan Cassidy. It looks like he's stuck at a local muffin stand at the moment. It would be a shame to keep Cassidy waiting, wouldn't it?
Never mind. You can wait a little longer. I need to squeeze a couple more of these beauties down.
Hello! Welcome to Granny's, and thank you for shopping locally. We have a free muffin promotion going on today, so everyone can get a taste of our product.
Sir, this is a restricted area.
Huh? Thought I heard something. Checking it out. Over. Come on, give me a break.
Definitely getting there.
I swear I have a license. Don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a
Honey,
flesh-eating
it's me.
mutant mole,
You
don't
home?
need
Yes, I
explosives.
know they're coming
We're
for
gonna
dinner.
keep them safe in
I
our
have to
trunk
finish
until
my
you renew that
rounds
license,
first.
okay?
I thought this was supposed to be a quiet...
One of Janus's gardeners has decided to clear a series of mole tunnels using explosives. I applaud his enthusiasm, but sadly, local police have confiscated his equipment. If you were to find it, 47, it might be the perfect way to rid the world of Janus.
Saturday, but there are just so many letters.
And then you blow up the
I got a
tunnel
package for
system so
Batty
it's
as well.
collapsed.
Did you
Look
know
it up
he
on
was
YouTube.
engaged in a
Sir, if the
lawsuit
American
against
police
Janus?
want to look
That old
for
Russian guy I
indictment
talked about?
standard procedure, I'm pretty sure
No,
civilization
there's
would collapse
only
a long
me
time
here
ago.
to cover
God
it.
damn it.
I would love it if someone else could help. Even if it was only with that package to Batty. He talks and talks, and I just don't have time for that today. All right, I'll call you when I'm over by the bus. Bye, honey.
Do you need some help?
You know what, friend? I could indeed use some help. It's very kind of you to ask. People in this neighborhood are just so friendly. That's what I really love about this place.
No problem. What do you need?
Well, I'm running awfully late today. Chatty people in this neighborhood, you know? Anyway, I've got this package for James Batty at number 432. Would you be able to deliver it to him? I wouldn't normally just hand over a package like that, but you look very trustworthy.
I could do that. House number 432?
Yes, big house at bend in the road. It's undergoing fumigation at the moment, so you can't miss it. Just leave it in the mailbox and ring his doorbell, and he'll come get it. He lives in his shed in the backyard, so it might take a few moments for him to show up.
Consider it done.
Thank you again. This place is just amazing. Helen gives away muffins, and you're helping deliver packages. What a day!
But when your target is like a native dimwit nuts, they're all like, oh, sir, I'm afraid for everything. Good to see you today. Today's way. So,
Sinister-looking basement. What could she be doing down here?
to the stand and join us, giving away all these wonderful muffins?
Oh, I'd love to, my darling, but I've got to do some sewing. Janus has a dressing gown that needs a few touch-ups, and he's getting anxious. Apparently he needs it for something soon.
You seem to have so
A
many
robe
things
for
going on,
Janus?
Mrs. West.
What could he need that
I
for?
don't know how you find the time.
Well, when you're retired, you can get an astonishing amount of things done.
Station 8, all clear.
Wait, that's not an ordinary resident of Whittleton Creek, 47. This must be one of Cassidy's men working undercover. I suggest you keep an eye out for more of them.
Bloody times.
Greetings, sir.
Molecules are more complicated and larger overall than those of the additive. Okay, back to doing my... yeah. Problem is that the milk protein molecules are more complicated and larger overall than those of the additive. It would slightly increase the absorption time, but probably not to the point where the additive would be rendered less potent. If only I had access to Schmidt's blood work. Well, that's all destroyed now, so it won't do thinking about it. Still, it was an interesting reaction, albeit entirely unexpected. I wonder if that plumber has similar allergies.
A ceremonial robe of some sort with a note from Janus attached. The note is interesting. Janus has asked Helen to do a few repairs on the robe before he leaves for his annual trip. He even put a date there. This is valuable information, 47.
Nothing to report.
Like we're running pretty low.
All right, I'll go let Helen know. We due for a restock soon?
We've already given out a lot. At this rate, we won't have enough.
Well, the sooner Helen knows, the better. I'll let Helen know what's up. Back in a jiffy. We due for a restock soon?
Yeah, it looks like we're running a little low.
Well, the sooner Helen knows, the better. I'll go give her a heads up.
Damn.
Hi. Thanks for visiting Granny's today.
Oh, actually, I wanted to talk to you about
Yeah,
that.
you know, I'm sure I saw something, but I'm probably just tired.
Go and see what that was.
Ah, yes. I just love to clean up other people's mess. And done.
Hey, I'm afraid he's fine.
There you go.
All right, I'm on it, man.
Okay.
Nice.
Strange.
Oh, no! I don't feel so good. Oh, no!
Huh? Hey, buddy. You ever hear trash cans?
Vote for Blake at the upcoming elections. Yeah, of course it's won't work. Oh, you gotta keep it down.
I look at your faces. I see people who are tired of having their wishes and indeed
Hello,
their
sir.
needs ignored by those who presume to govern them. I've seen the audacity of the political machine firsthand, and I can tell you that if we want to make our communities better, the only way forward is through. You need a man on the inside, and that man is so
Very stern racist.
If the realtor doesn't show up, I want you to penetrate the house for sale, Frank.
There's still a substantial police presence in the town because of that politician visiting, sir. Could be a problem.
Damn it. I need to get into that basement somehow. Did you try calling the realtor?
No answer, Mr. Cassidy. I'm sure he's here somewhere, though.
I'm sick of this. What? Aren't you the realtor? I've been waiting hours for you.
Mr. Cassidy, I'm sorry for the delay. I'm ready to take you to the house.
About time. Let's go. You know which one it is, right? Last one on the right, far end of the road. I hope you've got your presentation in order. I don't want this to be a waste of time, you understand me?
Of course, Mr. Cassidy.
I've been eyeing this place for some time. I trust we can make a quick execution here.
Yes, Mr. Cassidy.
Oh, jeez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful caddies back there? And Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on it. I know.
my eye on this place for quite some time. Let's see what sort of secrets she holds.
The kitchen, gas stove, vinyl floors, which can be quite slippery when wet. Along with the bathroom, the kitchen is the most dangerous room in the home.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling it in here. What else can you show me?
This is the downstairs bathroom. Useful when cleaning off after a messy day of work.
Interesting, I suppose, but not really something that seals the deal for me.
And here's the basement. The usual boiler elements are to be found down here. And it seems a room with a safe of some sort.
Now that is more like it. That looks just like a vault. This is very interesting. Still waiting for that vault door to open. Any luck yet?
Nice work, 47. Let's hope he doesn't set off the alarm somehow.
Frank, go outside and check the garden. I want to know how visible this vault is from the outside. Anything sticking out of the ground, weird sloping things like that.
You got it, sir.
So you're looking to sell this for, how much was it again? 1.1?
Sounds about right.
Yes, now this is more like it. This I can use. Very nice indeed. All right, let me have a look at this thing. Advanced Kronstadt Matrix Laser Home Security System. We used to break these open for training at the academy. The thing about these systems is, most homeowners are lazy. So, they don't reset the factory settings and enter their own codes. Let's just try the standard admin code, just for fun. Well, what do you know? It worked. Looks like Schmidt was a bigger amateur than I imagined. I suppose that's not unreasonable. And his vault unit looks quite versatile. Internal climate control and explosive laser security.
All the comforts of home.
Yes, quite interesting. And a nice looking safe in here too. Any idea what the previous owner was using this for?
No idea. Maybe a mausoleum.
Oh, that's weird. But I think I can come up with some good uses for it. All right, I think I've seen enough. No, don't turn it!
Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
Command,
It looks like something violent took place here. The previous owner seems to have been connected with Janus somehow. The police report mentions they found him here in a pool of blood. The house has been sealed off until a few weeks ago. Death was ruled as a severe allergic reaction.
really
more beautifully than any of her other
things
students
you have
ever
here.
had.
I wish
Must be
my
really
husband
proud.
would let me have that much
You know-
art inside the house. But he gets, well, he doesn't appreciate it the same way I do.
Well, Richard and I have similar interests, so it's really not that hard to get him to go along with my ideas. Although, I have to say, it's been challenging to find a good place for my old microfilm viewer. Right now, it's just collecting dust in the attic.
Microfilm? That's an interesting thing to collect.
Well, it's sort of a hobby that never really took off. Besides, I don't have any microfilm to play on the viewer anyway. I'm not sure I could find any either.
Well, Janus next door collects all kinds of ancient memorabilia. He might have a roll or tape or whatever it is that sort of thing uses. I'm sure he'd be delighted to lend you something.
That's very good.
Back in the day, Janus was known for his obsessive need to archive and keep memorabilia. If he has any microfilm in his house, it might contain something interesting.
Have you seen that Janice's oddball nurse is at it again?
Oh yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early, just to chat with the birds. Spends more time with them than he does with Janice.
A couple of weeks ago, I walked past him and I have to tell you, he gets into some pretty personal stuff with those animals. He shared his opinion on Janice. Let's just say it's not exactly overwhelmingly...
So Janus has an appointment with a male nurse every Saturday. He's down feeding the birds by the creek at the moment. Sounds like a good way inside Janus's house.
Well, cranky old men don't tend to be very likable. Maybe if you... don't get along with the elderly, stay away from a career where you make personal house calls for them. You know what I like about you guys? You're just so chill. Not like Janice. I have never met a man so full of bile. I mean, I'm just trying to help him, and he's behaving like a complete ass. All right, I better go. You know, it's like he knows that I know that he's hiding something, and he's enjoying that I can't figure out what it is.
Ooh.
Don't move. I'll go check.
Exactly. You think I'm insane? Of course I'm gonna... You know, it's like he knows that I know that he's hiding something, and he's enjoying that I can't figure out what it is. I know it sounds crazy, because he looks like any fragile old man.
Command, disregard last message. Nothing here. Over.
He's messy.
Yeah, Doc, I know. This batty guy is driving me crazy. Every time he sees me, he comes out and wants to talk. And the problem is he just won't shut up. Always ranting about that damn lawsuit against Janus and waving piles of paper at me. As if I give a rat's ass about their problems. Let the judge sort it out. What do I want?
A lawsuit between Janus and a local resident. It might be just what we're looking for. Batty lives in number 432.
You know the exterminator guy who's working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him if it was poisonous, but he assured me that it was only a sleeping agent. Get this, he told me that he doesn't kill the bugs, he only sedates them so that he can set them free later.
Let me get this straight. He's an exterminator who cares about the lives of insects. What a weirdo.
I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his
Hola, compadre. Here's your four. Que empiece. Hablo, si me quieres, pues yo me digo. No te casa. And you remove both units, then I'm done. You need to pass it. Our expensive chemicals are deadly. You know I won't use chemical weapons on innocent, defenseless animals. Well, you do things your way, I do things my way. Good. Then talk to you later. Bye. And this is Jose Alvarez speaking. I'm in the fumigation business, and I'm looking to buy an airtight tent. I checked your homepage and was just wondering if you have anything that's not multicolored. Something with some skulls on it, maybe, you know? I don't want any kids sneaking in there because they think it's carnival then. Sure, call me back when you have time. Bye.
Oh, no way. Why does this shit keep on happening to me? Oh, finally.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. Batty claims it interrupts the nesting birds and a species of frog that has been declared endangered. Must be a very important trip given his poor health. A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47. A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and his sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47.
You guys haven't been poking around the frog habitat behind the house, have you?
No.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw it on a flyer.
Read more about Charles Blake III and his allegedly flexible practice.
Hey, let me get out of your way.
Yes, I understand. You tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
Excellent. This confirms that Janus and the Constant will meet up soon. I don't think we'll be able to identify the partners today, but this is very useful. The tape doesn't specify where that meeting will take place, however. We need that final bit, 47. So, we know that Janus is expecting to leave Whittleton Creek via helicopter, and that he's going to meet the Constant at some event. I think it's time to look inside Janus's house for more clues. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society, and we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
The owners of this house suddenly coming home.
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close watch on Janus. I'm willing to bet those surveillance tapes hold interesting information. We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
presidential job.
Talk about anything.
Must have been bullied back in high school.
Okay.
Where's that house again? Can't believe I forgot the GPS. Boss is gonna be so pissed. He's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
The new Cassandra Snow novel, maybe. Slivers of Past Shimmers, or something like that. See, my wife's reading it now. I can't get her to do anything around the house.
No, it's not a novel. I think it's a journal, or a diary. He's one of the security people working over at that old Russian guy's house. It's gotta be something from the old man's archives.
Oh.
If that's one of Janus's diaries, it might contain some important information about his past. Our past.
Or maybe something that can help us locate the Constant. One of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
Take care, sir. Sir, I will have to check you if you want to pass, okay? This is just standard procedure. Thank you. New guy, huh?
The regular guy is indisposed. I'm here to take care of Mr. Janus.
All right, just ring the doorbell. Someone will be with you in a moment.
Who are you? Where's Lafayette?
He's not well.
Well, hopefully it's something serious. I wouldn't mind if Lafayette was replaced permanently. He's an insufferable bore with a room temperature IQ. But if you're the new guy, you'll need to be on time. I have a busy schedule, you know. You have a very distinct face, my friend. Eastern European, am I right? But more than that, a refined mix of cultures. You look almost like an artist's rendering of the perfect man. I knew a man once. A doctor. He would have found you quite interesting, I think. So, back to this thing. I'll just spend a few minutes with the inhaler to fill my system with as much oxygen
Must be pretty thankless work. So,
before we proceed to the bathroom for the health check itself.
Well, while Mr. Janus fills his lungs, I'd like a quick word with you. Please, come with me. All right, new guy. I know this looks like a relaxed operation, but I run a tight ship. Nobody gets alone time with Janus unless I know them, and I don't know you. So here's what I'll do. I'm going downstairs to run a security check on you. It should only be a few minutes. In the meantime, you wait in the study. We'll lock the doors and my men will make sure you don't accidentally wander off. I'm sure you understand. Please, wait in there.
47, you have to find a way out of there. I can't possibly construct a viable ID for you in time. I'll have Miss Hall remotely interfere with their search, but we can't keep it up for long. Well, that was certainly an interesting turn of events. Still, no rest for the wicked, 47. You could probably slip back inside and give Janus his health check while his bodyguard is busy. Just be mindful of the patrolling guards.
I'm back. I suggest we go to the bathroom now.
All right. Let's go then.
Nicely done, 47. It's time for Janus to pay for his crimes.
You know, you remind me of someone I met a long time ago. A young boy in Romania.
Tell me more about this boy.
Ah, the boy. I remember his eyes better than anything. Ice cold, defiant. Maybe it was the nature of the project itself that led me to dislike him, but I felt nothing but disappointment when I looked at him. What a waste of resources.
Project? What project?
It was all based on one madman's pipe dream. create an army of super soldiers through genetic manipulation. Somehow, he had managed to impress my superiors, and they had provided him with effectively endless resources to be wasted on foolish ideas and experiments. The project was idiotic. The subjects were erratic, unreliable. Why build an army of reckless super soldiers when a handful of well-placed spies can do so much more for your cause?
What became of him?
Oh, I don't know. Dead, I assume. In the end, we had his mind wiped. All the boys underwent the same treatment. I didn't follow the subsequent cleanup process, but from what I understand, the doctor and everyone else associated with the project is long gone.
I see.
Yes, well, enough reminiscing.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with you. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still.
We are close now, gentlemen. Both targets are dead. All mission objectives are completed. 47, once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
In the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found. Once we've located the constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy.
Jeez. I should get my annual physical checkup.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful